Stephanie roughing it out with me. How's life at the Wedge?
Wonderful.
Well, I think it's great that you guys really are just rocking and rolling on all fronts. It seems like the businesses that are in there, you guys are full and everyone's loving it.
Well, I actually did have a couple offices recently come open, but they outgrew us, which is exactly what we want to see happen.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Then, because you're staying true to that mission too.
Absolutely.
So fill me in. Next week, Entrepreneurship Week.
Yeah, so Entrepreneurship Week. The Wedge has been open. We're not even a full year yet, right? We'll celebrate our 1-year anniversary in April.
That's so cool.
It's a new year, and we've got almost a full team. So we're trying to do a lot more in programming this year. So that's where Entrepreneurship Week came in, and
I love it. So take me through this. How can we be a part of it, and what are we going to experience all week long?
So we've got 9 different speakers planned. Most of the events are free. There are a couple that have a very small charge, and that's just because we're going to provide you with refreshments. So,
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, just everything from the basics of, some is your business idea worth and able to be grown and scaled from to like, are you at the point where you can pitch a VC and you've got an ability to talk to venture capital and look at how you can economically kind of fund and put some capital into things.
Yeah.
So, to just inspiring speakers who've kind of done it themselves. It's a long list, and I hate to.
Well, no, why don't we do? Because I think it's so important to have all the different opportunities there to hear from different sectors, because you get to hopefully gain some inspiration that even if your model right now is maybe developed and more geared towards a regional approach or just kind of where you're at. There's still opportunities out there to build up and get to a point potentially, if it is scalable, to really grow and do something with it.
Well, yeah, everybody's, small business owners face a lot of challenges as it is, right? But businesses are in all phases can use some help and assistance and networking. And so, we really wanted to. Entrepreneurship Week launched in 2006.
Yeah.
So it's a congressionally recognized thing. That really is by design to boost the entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is exactly what the Wedge is, right? I mean, we're a mini one. So that being said, John Michelle's going to be speaking. A lot of people know the General,
He's great.
The Social Kitchen and all the great work that he does.
And is that free?
It is.
And that's going to be on Tuesday from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And that's going to kick off the speaking events?
That kicks off the speaking events. First day's a busy day. So, we've got that. And then the Small Business Development Center offers.
They're great.
Through us, all kinds of assistance. Bless you.
Thank you. We're getting through it.
Yeah.
But, Joanne does a great job.
She does.
Over there. And this is going to be financial accounting foundations. And one that, a lot of people struggle with, I think, and really just... if you're nervous about maybe owning a business and never really thought about what does accounting look like, how do I pay my bills, what goes where, what a great place to start.
Well, yeah, I mean, a basic P&L is something that every business owner should know, but oftentimes you go in head first and that's maybe not worked out at the beginning.
Yeah.
So she's always able to, we're glad to have a partnership with them and SIU.
So what's the Van Gogh entrepreneur?
So Joan Fernandez wrote this book, Saving Vincent. And she did a lot of interviews and research and information around Vincent van Gogh's, I believe it's his daughter-in-law. Don't quote me, because I have not had the chance to read the book yet. But she inherited all of his paintings. And at that point, Van Gogh was, not a name that anybody knew. They were basically, worthless, essentially. And so... she's going to speak on not only the book and what that journey looked like, but how that is applicable to any business and how you can market something properly. Yeah. And look what that's turned into. Now we have live immersive Van Gogh events across the country, and it's $1 billion industry. And Joan's got a history of working in that marketing and financial sector too. So
I just think it's a fantastic opportunity and really a great kickoff to that, because it's well-rounded and really, I think, just ties in so many different different ways to tackle, our business world.
We hope to inspire people.
Yeah,
I think,
that's all
and
it
I think
is.
she'll definitely do that.
What a cool way to wrap up the first day.
Yeah.
Who's in charge?
And
of
that's
this?
just day
Was
one.
This you?
I can't take all the credit.
okay.
We are a team. Scott and I worked very hard to gather this.
Scott does a great job.
Oh, he really does.
On Wednesday, though, this is we're going to be really cool. So from 11:30 to 1 p.m., this seems like a pretty interactive opportunity. Take me through this.
Yeah, Dr. Mario Hayek is the dean of the business school at SIUE, and he's again, they're a great partner to us, and we've kind of kicked around the ideas of what would be the best thing for him to speak to the audience about, and share his expertise. He is a serial entrepreneur himself. He'll tell you that, self-proclaimed, and he really wants to work through the business model canvas with people to see again. Is your business ready?
Yeah.
Is it scalable? Is it how do you make it work?
Where do you fit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really important. And then take me through the SIUE System Office of Community Engagement, this one that wraps up 3 to 4 on Wednesday.
So it's not been, we've taken a couple months off with the holidays, but typically the Office for Community Engagement does these community collaboration labs through the Wedge. And this particular one is about the Alton Medical District. So we have great hospitals here. We have great doctors. And that's something that's an ecosystem too, right? So she's basically inviting the community out, and this is how she does it every month. She'll probably bring in an expert or two and just kind of get feedback from the community on what does it look like? What do they see now? And where do they see it 5 years from now? And how do we all together kind of make that a reality?
Yeah, fantastic. And again, just another great way to kind of tie in every component of what the Wedge is becoming known for too, and tying that into Entrepreneurship Week too.
Sure.
Into Thursday, Scott Rather, correct?
Yeah, Scott is a LinkedIn expert when it comes to marketing yourself and your business. So that's one of those things that I think social media people get intimidated by a lot of those other platforms, or maybe they don't like them because they've turned into something that maybe you don't want to see. But LinkedIn is still a good resource for professional networking and connecting and building your business. So Scott's going to really kind of dive into that with us.
I like that. And this is going to be a really cool clarity-driven workshop that really is going to, I think, help folks just maybe understand another connecting point there.
Right. The value of LinkedIn, right?
Exactly.
They don't realize how valuable it can be a lot of times.
Well, in this one, I think that everyone that's in business or runs a Facebook page or even is in political office right now, how to use practical AI tools to enhance decision-making, move faster, and scale effectively. And I mean that tongue-in-cheek, but there's so many people, Stephanie, that are using AI and I think such the wrong way. Just because it saves you time, totally understand. But whenever you post just the AI response and you see these M dashes and come on,
boundaries and ethics.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like AI is a great tool. You
Totally.
don't want to build a house with a hammer when you have a screw gun, but you don't use a screw when you need a nail. Right. And AI can't define that. That's where the human element of it is.
And so from 3 to 4:30 though, this is a great way to kind of tie in that human and AI partnership and collaboration with Lieutenant Colonel Jeremiah Castillo, correct?
Correct.
And
and Colonel Joseph Monaco. So they're both retired military, both entrepreneurs.
Wow. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, one that people really need to go. Out of all of them, this is one that really hits me because that's the one thing that I'm seeing right now that is just so not where it needs to be in the most positive way.
It's great as a spell check. It's good to help you formulate ideas, but it's not supposed to do it for you.
Well, and too, the whole point about being a business, in my opinion, is having your own mission statement, your own identity, your own messaging. And it's great that AI might help you kind of along the way if you're stuck, but when it creates your entire message, it's a little bit hard for me to swallow too.
So this is understand.
Really cool though, from 3 to 4:30 to really tie that in and see how it can work for you more effectively and really get that computer element out of your business again.
Well, and these guys have high level,
this is
use of it. You're talking, DOD
God.
and things of that nature.
I couldn't even imagine. It'd make my head spin.
Sure.
On Friday from 11:30 to 1 p.m., the Leadership Development Series will be Values and the Foundation Before conjunction with Diane Dick, Legacy Training and Development. Fill me in on her.
So Diane is a community member, Legacy Training and Development. We recently kind of decided that we're going to partner with her to do a monthly. So this will be a monthly series. So this is the first of many.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
So we'll do some lunch and learns. Diane's going to walk through some really actionable leadership skills and development. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and you wrap up Entrepreneurship Week with Before You Pitch, and this is going to be a really good one, I think, for a lot of individuals. What VCs really hear and how to know you're ready. You know,
that's one of the questions we've gotten since we opened the doors.
Yeah. Where's
the VC? How are we going to get capital? And Vic we've gotten him in the door now, and he's an expert on this. He's a venture capitalist himself. He's made some investments. We're going to do more training with him throughout the year, and he's going to do some office hours.
Yeah.
But this is a good kickoff to those people who say, well, can I get venture capital? Can I get an angel investor? What stage are you at? Are you ready for that? And do you know how to pitch it to them when you get that chance?
Well, exactly. And, I think so many times, it's, man, I wish I had that opportunity. Well, if you did have the opportunity, are you even ready for it?
Right.
That's so important.
Oh, yeah, because you only get one shot, right?
If that.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah. And
so,
I just think it's really, which ones are paid for experiences?
There's a $10 charge for the Van Gogh experience, and then for Diane's lunch and learn as well. And again, that's just, we're providing some refreshments. So,
I love this. And now we don't just have to be a tenant of the Wedge to be a part of this.
This is open to the public. This is not exclusive to members. We welcome people to come in, take advantage of this, network in between. That's kind of the whole point too. Let's get this community bustling with business and things that, people can collaborate on and work together and,
Well, it's fantastic. Well, and now where are we meeting at? Is it throughout the Wedge?
It is. It's going to be mostly on the rooftop in our largest classroom in 402.
Okay.
We do have, I believe, maybe one. But the registration explains all of that to anybody. You can go to our website, thewedge.space, and click on events, and that'll take you straight to the full list of the programming, get you registered. We do require that people register because we do have limited capacity for this. Our classroom seats about 45 people. So that'll max us out. But
events. I'm putting you on the spot.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And it'll take you right there to all of them that are coming up for Entrepreneur Week. Just like this, the Van Gogh experience, click on it. It'll take you to it. You can get your tickets. That's a paid for experience, but really just another great opportunity. So how many spaces are at the Wedge? When can we see you for filling it up?
There's two single offices available. I have a double office available. And we've obviously got these storefront large suite spaces that if somebody's got a whole team they want to bring in, we can kind of custom tailor that for people. So, but I don't expect they'll be open long. That doesn't tend to be the case around here. So,
Stephanie, it's always great talking with you in the Wedge. And we can't wait to celebrate Entrepreneurship Week with you.
I look forward to it.
We'll take a quick break.
Everybody.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Sydney will take care of that for us. Stephanie, we'll see you soon, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender and Roku.